maybe.
Okay, so I started on my end. Let's see if YouTube picks it up. Ta-da-da. It says we're live, but it's not. Oh, there we go. And now we are live on YouTube. So, hello, anyone who's here. We see that I think there's 8 that says we're live, but it's not. Oh, there we go. Oh, now I'm hearing my own audio on YouTube. Where am I hearing my own audio? So, hello, anyone who's here.
We got
I got it up
the sound on.
Shit. Amateur mistake. Hey, there are people here. What do you know?
Hey. It's like as soon as we go live, they all arrive.
Welcome, friends. Well, as you can see, it's only me and Flynn right now. We're supposed to be joined by High Fleet Malak, but he's had a long week, so he won't be joining us this week. But Hydra should be joining us. Oh shit, you're getting it.
Echoes. All right, guys, can you tell us who's echoing? Is it me or is it Nick?
Goddamn, always audio issues. So I have a Flynn. You want to say something? I'm just going to test something.
Yeah, it's me. Yay! I'm the echo. I'm the echo in the warp.
Why are you echoing? That's weird.
We thought we solved that already.
You don't have your YouTube open, do you?
No, I've got it. I've got it open, but it's muted, so I can read the comments.
Let's see. I'm gonna try and mess with Discord stuff. That's really weird. I don't get, because I'm not getting an echo from you. I get perfect audio from you, so it must be something in OBS that's.
Or it could even just be YouTube doing it.
I don't understand how YouTube would be doing it. Okay, I'm gonna try doing something inadvisable. And oh no, I can't mute you. What the hell? I don't know. Are you on here? No, I messed it up. I'm not sure why that's happening. It's probably something to do with Discord, but I don't really understand. Because I'm listening to you through OBS, so I'm hearing the audio that they should be hearing. Wait, try speaking again? You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to turn you down a bit and see if that helps. Okay, go for it.
Alright, so am I still echoing for everybody, or am I normal now?
Yeah, that's probably... Hopefully that helps. My other issue is by having my camera mounted here, it's like in front of my monitor, so I'm like ducking and weaving to try and see what the hell's going on. Yeah, so let us know how the audio sounds now for Flynn. Is he still echoing?
So Peter says I'm a little
Symbio
bit.
Joe sounds good. And Symbio Joe would not let us off, so...
Yeah.
Well, it's a mystery. Someone says greetings from Lithuania. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. That's Varnus. He says first time catching the stream. Oh, welcome.
Welcome. My people come from Estonia, which is kind of close to Lithuania, so I feel like I have some connection, sideways connection to Lithuania, so that's awesome. Yeah, so...
I'm just going to list for...
What's that?
I was going to say who we've got here already. So we've got Lathian, Peter Hampson, Papon Crafting, Barkai, Symbio Joe, Varnus as well, and that's everyone who's here so far.
Nice.
So hello and welcome, guys.
Hello and welcome. As you may have noticed, there are no Germans on the call. As Symbio Joe notes, that's a big disappointment. Germans are always on time. However, Hydra has a family, which is the great plan. I don't know. Questioner. I don't know. Things can change quick when you're dealing with kids. So Hydra might be walking his dog. Actually, I should check my phone to see if he's trying to contact me. And unfortunately, High Fleet Malak will not be joining us, or Malak will not be joining us this week. He's unable to. He's taking the adult decision, and had a long week, taking a rest. So unless Hydra shows up soon, it might just be me and Flynn singing and dancing for you.
I don't think I can let Varnes keep that comment going. I bet they're busy invading Poland.
Okay, no, that's not cool.
No,
No.
that's being removed.
Sorry,
Using the
buddy.
mod powers.
That's not that fun. Hey, Brett Evans, welcome. Peter, thanks for offering. I think we're going to stick with Flynn, just because I believe Hydra is joining us. It's just a question of when. And that might be a lot of narration. Trying to look up if Hydra... Oh, wait, he sent me a message. Let's see what he's saying.
Yeah.
No, he commented on my story about how he's running to get here. So, let's see.
Probably is walking the dog.
Yeah, likely.
Hi, Brett.
So yeah, welcome Brett, welcome Lathian, Sibio Joe, Jodas, Papuan Crafting, good to see you. Bargace is here, that's awesome. Okay, no more talk about Poland and Germany. It makes me uncomfortable.
Yeah. Why is a funny comment, Lathion? That's it. No more World War II stuff.
What was I gonna say? I just keep thinking about Faulty Towers. Don't mention the war. I mentioned the war once and I think I got away with it, but don't mention it again. Oh my god, I think we have a Hydra. Is there a Hydra in the building? I see some spinning squares.
Hi. Hello, Hydra.
Hello.
Hello.
I thought I had started this conference long
You did.
ago, so you would.
Yeah, you
just
started.
have-
I don't know what happened. You started at 15 minutes ago my time, and I missed it. And then I went to I'm like, oh damn, he tried to call me, and then I tried to call you, and I don't really know what happened.
Okay, I just.
But we don't have your video yet. It's coming.
Yeah,
in.
I don't know what's wrong with that. I feel like Discord apparently doesn't like my video setup. I have no idea why.
Well, last time wasn't it the app that was causing you trouble, and then you ditched the app, and then it was okay.
That's why I tried the app first and switched it off.
Oh, so you've already solved that problem.
So our homework hero has turned up.
Who's our homework hero?
Tom Wilson.
Oh, Tom Wilson, welcome. Oh, it was Tom Wilson who found it, right? Yeah. Last time we set the homework of finding that Pred alien, Tyranid conversion, and I don't know, we found the one that, Flynn, didn't we find the one you were looking for? Weren't you looking for the black and green one, kind of?
No, I think it was Tom. Tom actually who said, "Oh, guys, do you remember it? We found one. Then he, I think, sent you another one, which is the one he was on about."
Oh, it was Tom who did it. Okay, right. He was the original one who was seeking it.
He set the task. We couldn't do it. Then he did it himself.
Well, I'm just glad the task got done. That's all I'm concerned about.
Yeah.
Especially because the answer for the homework for last week turned out to be Navarro's crazy Pred alien conversion, which I'm a big fan of. So I'm glad that we wound up finding that, and then we wound up finding Navarro, which was fun. I didn't actually know that Navarro was on Instagram.
Yeah,
So that was pretty
a
cool.
fun homework. That was some fun going off tangent last week.
Only fun homework on the Creature Conference. So as you can see, I am not working on Death Daisy. So Hydra, if you don't want to work on Karen, you go ahead. You can work on whatever the hell you want. I'm going to blame it. I'm not going to blame it. I'm going to say, oh, well, High Fleet Malak, Marco's not here. So, I mean, we don't really need to continue on our Creature Conference projects this week. The reality is that Instagram has reminded me through my story updates that I have been working on the Dominatrix for 100 weeks now. No, 99 weeks. So I think that is probably enough time to be working on this beast. so I was thinking that maybe I would use today's hobby time and chatting time to get some more work done on it. And to be honest, I'm feeling a little more inspired to do this thing than I am to do the Death Daisy right now. But what was that, Hydra?
Yeah, I was off and now I'm back on. I have absolutely no idea what's cooking here. I was just laughing at 99 weeks. That's incredible.
It's well, okay. So I can disable your video. I wonder if I disable your video and turn it back on, if that'll help. Let's see.
No, it's just on my end. I just don't. I cannot see my.
Oh, you get the turning squares as well?
Yep.
Oh man,
A Hydra.
Yeah.
that is poopy. What the hell? And it's only in
tried to-
Discord that you have a problem?
Apparently, I have not tried anything else yet. But let me check. Oh geez, I cannot turn anything else on because Discord wants to use my camera and my microphone. My microphone works because you can hear me
I can hear you.
and I can hear you.
I can't hear him.
You can't hear Hydra?
I can't hear him at all.
What? That's...
I'm going to come out of the call and then go back into the call. Hopefully that fixes it.
Did you... No, because you're hearing me. Oh, God. Wouldn't be a stream! Wouldn't be a stream without some bullshit. Okay, yeah. Why don't you exit the call and rejoin and see what happens?
Yeah.
Today's bullshit brought to you by numpties who
Yeah,
know nothing about the internet.
Hydra,
I
can you
can-
talk?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Can you hear him?
I can hear you now.
I was going to say,
Yeah.
that sounded like an exclamation of joy.
Great.
Alright.
But
At
we
least
can't,
we
still
can hear
can't
each
see
other.
him.
We cannot hear.
What was that, Simon?
We can hear each other. We cannot see each other. But
Oh, goddamn. So, what did you do last time? It was just you shut down the whatever Logitech app and then you started up again, or you did something else and it was
Yep.
fine?
that's what
Oh
I
my
did.
God.
And when I started this, the Discord and everything, it worked for a minute.
A minute. Do you have anything
Yeah.
else open that's like taxing your computer?
No. This is Discord is the only thing. Let me try. I will shut down the whole system and come back and.
Okay. Do you want to talk to us on your phone? Can you join the chat? Do you have Discord on your phone? I guess he's gone. Which is weird because we're still seeing his video. Okay, now it's gone. Great. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. La-di-da. Hive mind having issues. Yes. This is what happens when the hive mind is
yeah.
stretched across the globe.
But guys, it seems Clinch and it can't work with non-squishy tech.
No, only squishy tech.
Alright. So I'm just gonna catch up on a few of the comments quickly.
Wait, I'll do something. Sorry, I had an idea of something that we could do while we're waiting to do hobby stuff. You go ahead with the comments.
Yeah. Steve Watts says hello.
Hello.
Lathium, we're not going to do anything about any wars, fictional or not. Spookiest Bone Man, hello. It was Navarro all along.
Too many audio devices.
Don't, Nathan, don't you dare calling homework fun. But it was fun. I wear mine, but I don't like wearing it. But I will still wear it.
Just fucked. Sorry. Oh god, I'm so sorry. Sorry, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna vacuum my workspace. I'm gonna mute the mic on Discord so that Flynn doesn't hear. And then I fucking left the fucking Pokemon. Oh my god, I hate myself. I left the mic on the stream.
I was wondering why.
Okay. I'm just gonna stop the stream and I'm just gonna start it again. I'm honestly, whenever we finish the stream, like they take the recording and they put it up on YouTube, and YouTube's like, "Do you want to edit the video?" And I'm like, "No, I'm not gonna edit the video. Whatever. This is the stream, warts and all." But I think I'm gonna make a note that at 15 minutes, I'm gonna restart the stream. I'm just gonna cut it. Okay. So hi everyone, welcome to the stream. We're just starting. If you're just joining us. There seems to be a lot of comments in here. I don't really know why. Please ignore any comments with a loud vacuum sound.
Peter, what do you mean it's going to be one of those streams? I don't have a clue what you're talking about.
You mean a stream that ends with the letter M? Every one of our streams, busted and joyful. Okay, so to reward you for putting up with my bullshit, I'm going to go get some stuff. Some fun things. Pretty things. I'll be right back.
Okay, so I get to entertain all of you guys. Alright, send me some questions and I might answer some of them.
Stream not exactly... One moment. Not exactly related to hobbying, but definitely related to Tyranids. Oh god, I don't remember his name. There is a very talented artist who's been posting woodcut prints of Tyranids on Instagram lately, and Hydra put me onto him, so I went out and got some of his woodcut prints. I think his name is like Galapagos or something. I'll go look him up after. What is this pretty things he's not... Okay, no, Lathian, you don't get that one. Alright. So this is like one of the woodcut prints that he did. So he does like a black and white print, and then he paints them with watercolors. So if you're an old Tyranid fan, you'll recognize this as an old Termagant with a Strangleweb, which is pretty cool. And like these are like numbered. Like this is like 7 of 36. So that's pretty fancy. And considering this is like a numbered woodblock print that the guy that he hand paints, that's pretty, like the prices are pretty cheap for what he's got. So that's a pretty cool one. I'm really a fan of that. And then also got, I think a lot of his stuff is like Oldhammer style, because he's got some orcs too that are really nice. I also got a shiny, happy Gene Stealer here. Oh, get out of here, light. Ooh, look at this guy. Ooh. Colored. He's got his nice little stamp there. This guy is 12 of 48, which is kind of neat. And then I'm getting audio from somewhere.
Yeah, I'm getting.
Is that Hydra? Is he back in or something?
Yes, we are.
Oh, he's back.
Good.
I was getting an echo, but here is La Pièce de Résistance. Oh, look at those red lights, red eyes up in the rafters. Look at this fat bastard. Some cute little rippers down at the bottom. Man, I can't even fit it on screen. So this one's called Patriarch. And again, this is a woodblock print that he colored. And it's... he's got a set of 30 of them. So this is number 7 of 30. But yeah.
Oh, Jesus, you got yours already?
You haven't gotten yours yet?
No.
Oh, didn't he screw yours up, though? Or something got screwed up, so he needs to send you another one or something?
Oh, yeah. Well, I ordered mine later. And
okay.
You had yours, and then I ordered mine, and yeah.
I ordered mine like pretty much as soon as he did this one, because I'd seen these other two, and I was like, man, those are pretty cool. I should get those. And then he did this one. I'm like, okay, it's done. I'm getting them. But like this is like, I guess it might not be woodblock. Sorry, I shouldn't have said woodblock. I think it's lino cut.
Yeah.
But like anyone who's tried lino cut says that like this quality is insane. This person is very talented. What is his name? Simon, is it Galapagos or something?
Yeah, because I cannot do apparently anything else
Oh,
of
shit.
sense here. Just let me get his name at least properly.
Yep.
It is. Where is it? Yes. Galapalus.
Oh, is it Galapagos?
Yeah, but the nickname is Galapalo.
Let's see if I can pull it up.
Galapalo.
Oh, Galapalo.
I'll
Okay,
post it in the
gotcha.
chat for everyone.
Oh, good man.
Yeah. And because he's so kind. Since I'm like a big fanboy on Instagram, I reshared all his posts and everything, and
Yeah.
he thought that I was ordering something from him, and he put in a little extra drawing, and then he wrote me.
And you were like, no, I don't order anything from you.
And I said, no, I have not ordered yet. That's what I'm about to do. And he was like, oh, then someone's really happy about this little extra thing. Because I thought it was you. And I was like, no.
Oh, this guy's my biggest fan. He must have bought something from me. No, he's cheap. He's got kids. He's got other things to spend his money on.
What money?
So this is it's Galapalo. I've just pulled him up on the screen, and you can see those prints that I just showcased. But he's got some other ones. He's got like another Gene Stealer print. You can see they're doing the lino cut. Oh, it's so good.
Yeah, all his work is amazing.
So if you like boring Imperial stuff, there's a Servo Skull. If you like Old
Which I
Hammer, he's
really
got
like.
some really amazing orcs. What were you saying? What do you really like? Simon?
I really like the.
Oh wait, we can see you now. Your
Yeah.
video's coming through finally. All you had to do was point it at your face. We got some really cool like Old Hammer orky stuff.
I have just switched to my mobile.
Oh no!
Yeah.
You've given up on the fancy technology?
Yeah. Shit. Well, fancy technology appears to be my smartphone.
Well, at least it's smart enough. Okay, we'll
Okay,
just
let me just let me. I need to rearrange a bit.
Yeah, go for it.
Well,
Sorry, so yeah, I just wanted to show the Galapalo prints because they just arrived and they are very, very fine. I'm very impressed with them. And like so cheap for like what are essentially like sure they're prints, but they're essentially originals.
well, they prints, but he hand colors them. The prints are just the black things, right?
Yes, but he hand colors them. You said?
Yes.
Yeah, exactly. Which is
So,
like,
which is amazing. He did the first run. With, I bought one of his very first things. There he had some grots.
yep,
No, Gretchens, like second edition
Gretchen.
Gretchens.
Yeah,
And I just had so keen memory eating these for my brother.
yeah.
So I just needed to jump on one of them because they were, I don't know, 14, 15 euros.
Oh, nice.
So they were amazing, and the hand coloring it's incredible. So, okay.
I can see your beautiful face.
Yeah, I just tried to. Oh, there it is. There is the button. Okay. Okay, now I just need to find a way how to attach. Oh wait, there's duct tape already.
From last time.
Yeah, exactly.
What?
Not joking.
What was that?
I glued my I stuck my camera from last time with tape to my lap,
Yep.
and that's still there. So I'm reusing that to tape my mobile. My
Okay, the only
smartphone
issue is
to-
your video's coming in vertical.
vertical.
And upside down.
I don't know how to fix that. I don't know if I can switch
Okay,
that on my
vertical.
end. Yeah, like
Hang on.
your camera's confused about where it is.
Okay. How about that? Would that angle work?
So it's like it thinks you're holding your phone up vertically. So instead of being landscape, it's portrait.
Okay.
I could, I mean, I could like put you over on the side, but I think it's because of like the angle of your phone from the floor. Oh my god. Oh my god, Tony Rask is here. Tony Rask joins up and we like shit the bed on this. Good work. Welcome, Tony. Good to see you, buddy. This is not our usually scheduled program. Actually, you know what? If you've not been on the stream before, this is our usually scheduled program. Our usually scheduled program is just screwing around with technology for the first 15 to 30 minutes of the stream before any work is actually done. And we are in fine fighting form by those standards today. So, yeah. We're down one German. Malak isn't able to join us today, and the other German is video refuses to cooperate, so we're trying to hack it. And for some reason, Discord is showing me 2 videos for you. I don't know why.
I
Wait,
don't know
maybe
what
I need
that
to
is.
hide. What the heck? Why are you in here twice? That's really weird.
And-
He's making up for the missing German.
We got double Germans. Cause like I could like take your video and stick it on the side here, and it just be like crazy labyrinth vision as you sculpt sideways the whole time.
What the fuck is wrong with that thing?
What the fuck is wrong with the world?
Why is it fine on when we look on Discord? When we look on Discord, and then on here.
Oh, it's not fine for me.
Yeah.
I'm seeing it sideways.
So how would that work? It probably is.
Sorry, probably is what?
Wait.
Oh, there you go.
Would you be able to?
It's probably because it's a smartphone. It's just.
It's just
it
so
needs
smart.
to-
I was thinking,
Yeah.
would you be able to rotate the image with the camera, and then we could just have it working? That you're putting on the stream.
Rotate it in OBS?
Yeah.
I don't know. Let's see if I can do that. I don't think I can do that, but let's try. Transform! Oh my god, can I try? Oh my god! Simon, I got this. Wow. Okay, whoever has like uses OBS all the time is like, hey, you can totally rotate that. Okay, you've been rotated. But what the hell is this in the way now?
Okay, I have been rotated.
I
so
figured it
I can
out. We're
place
good.
my-
You're good. You're good. You're good.
Waiting for it to come on the stream. Oh, yay! It's showing on the stream now.
Okay, let's get
Nice.
this shit figured out.
Okay, I will flip it one more upside
Wait.
down because now I'm holding it. in my
Well,
hand.
now I have the tools to rotate you, so I can just put it whichever
Yeah,
way you want it,
rotate me.
and I will fix you.
Yes. That's what you're always doing anyway, so nothing
What?
new here.
Fixing you?
Fix-
Come on now.
See, we can work with technology. That's
Flynn,
not
what's happening in the
squishy.
comments? Is anyone... Have
Okay.
people said fuck this amount?
No, it's more jokes about rotating stuff and everything. But I am going to go back. So everyone's talking about saying like the line art stuff was amazing and how hard it is to use it.
Oh, the lino?
No, yeah. Symbio Joe comes out with modern synthesis. Want to create a warp flash ramp starting from the back, rolling along the head. I don't know.
Oh,
what
he's
he
talking
means,
about
Symbiote.
my dominatrix.
Ah.
Yeah, that's what I did. Here, I'll show you. Here, I'll do this. Okay, and where's the Hydra icon? Just one thing. Where are you? Oh, is it right behind mine? That would be annoying. Oh, there we go. Okay, I got this. Yeah, so when I was doing the Dom, I think I was working on the Dom on like one of our streams, and I was talking to people about like how I wanted to chop the head open for because the idea with the Dominatrix is that it's a big, beefy beast of a Tyranid, and sure you think that this thing is meant to be what's cutting up or destroying the enemies, but the reality is that he's just a motorized wheelchair for the little guy who rides on his back. So the real brains of the operation is this dude on his back with his little psychic amplifier throne thing. And my concept was that, like, again, you see the Dominatrix has this big giant cannon on it, but that, in my conception of the creature, is the secondary weapon. And the primary weapon is the Warp Blast that's unleashed by the Psychic Rider. So I wanted to somehow show that on the model. So on the top of this barrel, I've cut like a channel that runs down the top of the gun barrel. And my goal is to line that channel up with the head of the Zoanthrope on the back. And the idea is... Here, I'm going to get this out of the way because then I can mess it around better. So the idea is that you got... I'm going to change my settings. Okay, is anyone like adverse to me just cutting like the first 30 minutes of this stream out? Because I mean, we've had some great discussion. Oh, I guess I showed the prints. Okay, I'll cut the first 15 minutes, and you only have to deal with a little bit of bullshit. If you've thought the first 15 minutes of the stream you're watching recorded on YouTube has been bullshitty, my friends, you've missed out on a whole further 15 minutes of bullshit, and you can thank me later. So yeah, let's get into like actual hobby stuff here. Oh, Vermis is here. Hey, Vermis, welcome.
Alright, whoa.
So
I don't know what you guys have on the menu today, but I have a few things I would like to talk about.
Yeah, absolutely. We can do whatever because like Marco's not here, so we're not doing Creature Conference. We're just doing like random hobby together. Yeah, so my idea was to cut open the top of the Zoanthrope's head to kind of expose the brain and create this. What did he call it? A flash ramp?
When we get back to it, flash ramp, yeah, warp flash ramp.
I don't even know what a flash ramp is. Create a warp.
For some reason, I'm
flash
thinking
ramp.
it's more like it's like a railgun. Is what it looks like right now.
Yeah, well, that's what I was trying to go for. Oh, Atelier's here. Atelier, you missed most of the technical mishaps, but I'm sure I'll come up with some more for you. So Charles, actually, it's a good thing Charles is here because this is Charles's Dominatrix. Charles is the one who commissioned me to make it. So Charles, if you want this to be the Norn Queen, you go right ahead. I don't know, like, does anyone remember? Okay, Flynn, you know like Tyranid history forever.
Yeah.
Is the thing on the back of a Dominatrix supposed to be a Norn Queen?
No.
I didn't think so.
Norn Queen is basically the Norn Queen is just the ship now. So
Okay.
the whole ship, the inside and the outside, is the Norn Queen, and that's the main ship in the fleet. Where that's what it was in the 4th edition and everything, and then they've got like in the 4th edition they changed Dominatrix to being like the Tyrant Guard, but for a Norn Queen inside the ship, because of the ship there's like the whole inner sanctum where half the Norn Queen is, and then the Norn Queen's also the ship itself. It was.
Wait, they talked about that in the Codex? They talked about the Dom? In the 4th edition Codex? God,
yeah, it was also like in the 4th edition had like a whole breakdown of which because I haven't got my Codex with me. I've got that.
Oh, okay.
Up somewhere.
Hold on. Bargaste is saving us. I think Bargaste is copying it out into the chat. So Bargaste posted, the Rider is a form of Tyranid as far advanced beyond ordinary Tyranid warriors as warriors are beyond the genetically constructed sphincter portals of the bioship. Ooh, okay. And then neither creature in and of itself is the dominatrix. Both are combined to give the bestial strength of the most savage Tyranid creatures, hybridized with awesome psychic powers and a direct conduit to the hive. This is exactly what I want to capture with this creature. So it's a symbiotic relationship where the thing on the back is providing the psychic might, and the thing on the bottom is providing the bestial strength. Yeah, thanks, Bargaste. Is that from the Codex, buddy? Thanks for transposing that. Oh my god. Jodas Varnas is making all kinds of dorky jokes. Dominic's just Tyranid equivalent of a Megazord. I don't know what a Megazord is.
What's it called? Power Rangers.
Oh, okay. The big main gun on the Dominatrix is supposed to be a slightly different version of the old Exocron hypervelocity cannon. Look at Bargaze, he's all over this.
It's from Epic. All the stuff from Epic.
Yeah. Oh, actually, while I've been working on this, to keep me in line, not only do I have Vermis's sketch of the Dominatrix posted on my inspiration board over there, I got one of these pretties chilling out. So this is the original Epic Dominatrix. Just so you know, I can take a look at it when I want to. See if we can get a... So there's the weird rider.
That you're old school.
Yeah, I've got a couple of Epic Tyranids kicking around. I want to paint one of these, but I've only got one. So I feel like I shouldn't bust it out of its package. But there's that pretty lady. What's that?
You'll be able to find one on eBay. They're pretty common, especially in the States. A lot of people sell their old Epic models quite often. That postage from the America is just too much for it.
Oh, but I would be able to get it. I mean, it wouldn't be great for me, but it wouldn't be terrible.
Yeah, wouldn't be like $20 or £20. I mean.
Thanks, Atelier. So Atelier was saying he likes the details of the rider. So the idea for that I wanted to come up with is with this super psychic warp blast thing and the focusing down this channel on the top of the head, like between the spines, kind of like psychic railgun, as Flynn mentioned. Is that I don't know if I talked about this on stream or what the deal was, but I was always wondering, like, on the warp blast from a Zoanthrope, does it start here at the front of the head? Or does it start back here at the back of the head? And then I kind of looked at a Zoanthrope, and it has these like natural spines at the back, like at the back of the brain. And I thought, what if I extended those and like this became like a focusing chamber? And I kind of extended that to the weird like throne carapace thing behind him, to the point where I now picture the psychic blast as like synergizing here, or like coming together in this space between the throne and the head, and then focusing and firing down through the like kind of railgun thing and along the barrel. So that's my concept here. Oh, it's from Hive War. Bargay said, yeah, from Epic. Okay. Oh, Dirty Bird's here. Hey, Dirty Bird.
Alright.
Oh, yeah, birdie.
Bird is the word.
Simon, you're a little quiet. Oh, is that just your phone, Mike?
No, there's nothing to say.
Oh, okay. I mean, like, when you're talking, I thought it was kind of quiet.
I'm just, you know,
So,
enjoying the history lesson.
speaking of history, Peter Hampson was saying that I seem to recall reading somewhere that the Rider Brain Beast is derived from the Hive Tyrant. I think I remember that too. And according to 3rd edition Codex, the Dominatrix is the female counterpart to the Tyrant. Is that a thing? Isn't that a thing in some species where the female is way bigger than the male? Oh, like a Black Widow spider. I think the male Black Widow is like really small, and then the female is like way bigger or something.
But I mean, I'm going to see if I can get my 3rd edition Codex.
All right. Oh man, Barcase is just tearing it up. The energy pulse is a white-hot blast of light and deadly harmonics, more direct and focused than a laser beam. Woo! I like it. Oh, Jacob, don't worry, man. If you missed the beginning of the stream, you missed nothing. You missed us, like, crapping the bed on OBS. Failing and failing again. So, if you're able to join now, you're good. Bargaze, its duration... Oh, so this is still the Dominatrix fluff. Its duration is less than a second, but in that time can burn through buildings, titans, and troops to leave great ragged scars across the landscape. Bargaze, can you send this all to me in a Instagram message? Because I really want to, like, hang on to this, and I don't have that... I don't know where you're getting it from, so can you message me on Instagram with this whole fluff thing that you're sharing with us? Because I'd love to put that up on my blog when I post about this, just so it's out there for everyone to see. But that's awesome. Laser whale song. Yes, yes. What I'm creating is a laser whale cannon. Atelier says, your inspiration is so small compared to what you are sculpting. How does that work technically while playing the game? I don't really understand your question. Like, the epic model versus the big model? The beauty of the inspiration being so small is that you can pretty much do whatever you want with the big one. You can, like, loosely base it on the small one and then go from there. What else is going on? Brett Evans says the Dominatrix sounds like the Death Star laser. I like that. And then a lot of animals. Yep, we're talking about dimorphism, women's and male and women's being different. So praying mantis, anglerfish. We said black widow spiders. They're all different sizes. Oh, I think the anglerfish, is that the one where, like, the male becomes part of the female and the female, like, absorbs its sex organs to inseminate itself? There's something gross there. Oh, more fluff from Bargaze. The Dominatrix is the brood mother of the swarm she leads. The Dominatrix absorbs genetic material and changes its DNA strands within itself in a manner not fully understood. Really? Interesting. Charles, are you saying how would you paint the warp blast? I don't know, just do like a white hot line across the top of the model. That's what I would suggest. Don't bother painting it. I just wanted to represent it with like that cool kind of ridge structure, and then I think we got it covered. But Charles, I don't know if you were here earlier when I mentioned that the reason that I wanted to work on the Dominatrix on the stream today is because Instagram has informed me that it has been 99 weeks since I started working on this for you. So I figured 99 weeks is a damn good time to get this puppy closer to done. I've been kind of like picking up work on it for a while, but or a couple weeks now. I'm really hoping to push it through the finish line, especially since my wife was in here earlier trying to break it. All right, Hydra, what's up with you, man? Oh, did you leave? Is it just me now? It's gonna be interesting. Okay, what's going on in the chat? So we did that. Yeah, the male anglerfish latches on the female to form part of the gonads. Bargaze, thank you for typing it all out from Nerd Debates. Please message it to me. Symbio Joe says Games Workshop still does not understand what is going on with Tyranids. What do you mean, buddy? Talking about anglerfish. Oh, did I just lose Hydra? Am I losing everyone? Is everything dying? Is the stream still good? The stream is still good. What? Why is no one... Okay, so I've lost... I may have lost Flynn and Hydra. I don't know what's going on. Maybe Europe just went off the map. Okay, so it's just me talking to myself in the chat. Hi, friends. Hey, Yeah, in terms of rules for the Dominatrix, I think that Second Tyrannic War, if you look up Second Tyrannic War, there was a PDF that had rules for the Dominatrix. I think it actually, the rules PDF features Hydra's Dominatrix as the image for the Dominatrix in there. But I don't really know. I feel like if I had to use rules for a Dominatrix, I would just like take like Scythe Terradual rules or Barbed Terradual rules and use those. I don't know if those still exist though. I'm mostly interested in making cool Tyranids and less interested in how they're going to be played. That's Charles's problem to worry about, how he's going to play the thing on the table. But I feel like if you have like a cool model, your friends will just let you kind of propose made-up rules. That kind of makes sense. All right. So yeah, that's what we got for the rider. And in terms of the front, I can't connect back to the call, just left the room, and I came back and everything sounded like a 60s robot. Okay, I'm going to end the call and try this again. Go away. Oh, wait, are you guys in the call now? Hello? Flynn, can you hear me? I can't hear you. Let's see what I can do about that. Oh, what is going on? I don't know if this is my computer. I don't know if this is Discord. Something is shitting the bed. Because I can't hear you guys, and OBS is not picking up your audio. Hey, remember when you joined the stream and I told you that all the all the technical difficulties were done? I think I lied. I don't see you guys speaking in the thing. Try saying something now. Oh, weird.
Hello?
Oh, I can hear Hydra. Speak? Say something? Simon, can you hear me?
Hello?
Hey, can you hear me? Oh my god. This is a mess. Ah! Goddamn. Oh, what the hell? I just see Flynn connecting and disconnecting. And it looks like Flynn is trying to speak, but I'm not. Oh, what the hell? Okay, I'm going to shut down my Discord and I'm going to restart it. But we'll just keep on streaming. Okay, what are we saying in the comments? Also, oh, good work, Symbio Joe. I like your if you have modeling problems, I feel bad for you, son. I worked 99 weeks, but a dominatrix ain't. No, Symbio, it should be I worked 99 weeks, but a dominatrix ain't done. Get it? So we talk about Bargaze is telling us the dominatrix also has a warp shield that works like a void shield. What? I thought I... Oh, okay. Still can't hear Flynn Hammer.
I can hear you a bit better now, but I'm not sure if you can hear me.
Yes, I can hear you, and I can see your video. But Flynn...
I could not hear anything.
You didn't hear me? You can't hear me? Simon? Hello?
I see your sign blinking, but I see nothing.
Oh my god, what is wrong with the world? Okay. So the Dominatrix has a warp shield that works like a void shield, displacing incoming projectiles into the warp. That's kind of cool. Plus the bio railgun and short range spore cyst. Oh, I didn't know it had short range spore cyst. That's good to know. Maybe I should put those on the shield. Vermis says you're all alone. All of us in the chat are just YouTube chatbots. This sound I just had deja vu of someone else saying that about something else. That was really weird. Europe is still online. Okay, I'm just restarting my Discord. Maybe that'll get these guys back. We'll see. So, Peter Hampson, it sounds like you've seen the rules for the Dawn? Okay. What's going on with this creature conference? Maybe we need to recreate the... Okay, now I'm in the call right away. That's weird. Flynn, can you hear me? Hydra, can you hear me? Oh, wow. Okay, maybe we need to recreate. Okay, I'm going to create a new thing. Let's try this. Flynn. And Hydra. Hidden. What? Let's try this. Okay, what are you guys talking about? Sorry, I'm trying to figure out this garbage on the Discord side. Okay. Less interested in how they're played. Yeah, so Vermis, I'm glad you're on my page with less interested in how these models are played. I'm all about just making the models and less about worrying about their rules. Discord machine broke. Discord seems to be giving up. I like Kill Team with NIDs more than 40k these days. Yeah, I'm generally more interested in smaller games. Like, I'm interested in, like, playing Necromunda or something like that, which is a smaller game. Kill Team, I feel like Kill Team is just smaller 40k, and I tried reading the rules, and it didn't seem like it had the kind of interesting, like, team growth and, like, experience and all those factors that you get in Necromunda. So yeah, Kill Team just seemed like 40k smaller, and it didn't. I was looking for more of that, like Necromunda, like gaining ground, gaining experience, buying new gear, that kind of stuff. Speak boy. Tyrannicus praepotens is the scientific name in 3rd edition. That's for the dominatrix. Basically means powerful tyrannid. Nice. Yeah, I just see Hydra and Flynn keep trying to, like, connect to our voice call on Discord and failing, so maybe Discord is having a problem. Oh, Hydra, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
You're still a robot voice to me.
This is what Flynn said. He said he sounded like a 60s robot. I wonder if you're sounding... I hear you fine. Let me change my mic. One sec. What about now? Oh, and you're gone. Okay, great. That's fine. Back to the comments. Well, Atelier, it's not that, like, the apps are unreliable. I think the situation is that I'm trying to, like, string together a bunch of different apps with, like, super glue and duct tape. And I think the connections are breaking because, like, I'm talking to these guys on Discord, and then I'm taking the Discord and trying to put it into OBS, and then OBS is piping it through to YouTube. So something along the way is broken. Hello? Hi, I don't know what the hell's going on. Are we going to do this the old-fashioned way?
So what would that be?
Well, just like getting your audio from the phone, but still need your video.
Yeah, I have no idea what's going wrong.
I think there's something wrong with Discord.
Yeah, I think so too. That's why I thought we should maybe switch to something else.
Well, I don't know what else to get Flynn on in terms of, but I also want to get your video. But
He said he could do Skype.
oh god, we used to do Skype, didn't we? I forgot about that. Why did we stop doing? Oh, because I couldn't get the audio off Skype.
Yeah.
I guess we could try that.
We could do Google Hangout if that helps. I am cool with the Zoom or anything else, but or C or.
Well, the thing with Zoom is that we can only do it for I don't have the thing, so we'd have to do it for 45 minutes and then stop. Let's see if I can make Skype work. What the heck is Skype? Yeah, do you want to... Because I can... We just need to create a call with you, me, and Flynn on Skype, right?
Yeah, I'm just asking him what his name on Skype is.
Okay, cool. Can you start that call and then add me or something?
Yeah.
Okay, let's do that. Why is this open? That's weird. That's really weird. I don't know why Discord lost it. Oh well, I'll quit it. What's going on in the comments?
Okay, just let me try this.
So Bargay says the funny thing is they don't always pay attention to what somebody has written elsewhere. I think he's talking about Games Workshop, and I think that like honestly they probably don't have like a unified content hosting thing or whatever. So that doesn't surprise me that much because you'd think that like when they write something new, they go and they take the old codex and they bring it all together and they figure it out from there. But if you think about all the different content that Games Workshop puts out, like Black Library, like I don't know, community articles, codexes, not just codexes, but those like other weird army books that like talk about campaigns. It must be hard to keep all that stuff straight and make sure that what? Why is Skype trying to add a new helper tool? Go away. So yeah, it's not that surprising to me that Games Workshop doesn't always remember what it's written elsewhere, because you'd hope that when they write a new codex, they go and they pull together all the source material for that race, and then they put it all in like a master document, and then they work from there. But if they wrote about the Dominatrix in 4th edition codex, and then when they were making 5th edition codex, they were like, oh, we don't need to write about the Dominatrix. Okay, here we go. Let's see if I can make this work. Hello?
Hello?
Hey.
I not a bit.
Oh shit. Okay, there we go.
Hello?
Hey!
Hello?
Okay, so now I just gotta
Hello?
see if I can make this work. One sec. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah. I
Okay.
can hear as well.
Just gonna see... Okay, wait, try speaking again.
Who?
Yes! Okay, yes! Okay, audio works. We got you. We got you in OBS. Perfect.
Nice.
Now I just gotta
Yay.
grab Hydra's
Yay.
video. Okay, it is now 58 minutes into the stream, and we may have figured it out.
And you know what? And you know what?
What?
I said let's use Skype, and you were like, no, man.
My problem was
Here
that...
we are. After being screwed over by every platform, we are back to Skype.
As you can see, the moral of the story is always listen to your German. So, in my defense, the reason that I didn't want to use Skype was that I did this like audio thing to get your audio into OBS, and I didn't know if it would pick up... The fuck? Where's your video? It didn't know if it would pick up Skype.
I was just, being a shithead.
It's what you're good at.
Yeah.
You
That's what
lovely,
I'm-
you lovely bastard. Okay, now my issue is that what am I even clicking on? Okay, I'm gonna delete that. Where?
Man, I had so big plans for tonight, and now.
Tell me about your big plans.
Yeah, I wanted to start with actually sculpting something.
That sounds like fun.
Yeah, and now we've spent so much time on bullshit that
It's a Friday night, and your family's gone, right? You can do whatever you want.
Can I go to sleep now?
You want to go to sleep?
Yeah. Not really, but I have to admit that it's been a long week and I am kind of tired.
That is understandable. However, you still decided to grace us with your presence, and for that, we appreciate you.
Appreciate me more, harder, faster.
Could not possibly. It's not possible.
Okay, this is for all the Germans out there. Scooter!
Scooter?
Yeah, that's a techno band, let's say band, who's refusing to die. And if you've listened to music 20 years ago, you would have probably run across them. And they make stupid, really stupid English text because text doesn't really matter to them.
Yeah.
Most of the time, it's just random English screamed bullshit into the techno music, like how much is the fish or the painted cow?
Oh, really? That's what they use for lyrics?
Yes. And it's
Sounds like
hilarious.
Tool with their Die von Satan.
Yeah, something like that. But it is great to, if you want to drive fast with your car, that's good music to do that. But
Okay.
Aside from that, there's no higher quality to be expected. But
Wait, I just want to check something. Flynn, are you still here?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Okay, awesome.
I'm just letting Hydra go and talk.
Sometimes it's best. Just let him chat it all out. He'll come back to the main.
Symbio Joe knows that.
Yeah, I saw him react when you mentioned Scooter.
Molotov is the biggest hive fleet of them. Of what? Of the new hive fleet? I've probably missed part of the.
I don't think so. Is Moloch the newest High Fleet, Flynn? What's going on in the chat there?
So Super Judge goes, Moloch is the biggest high fleet of them all. Barcase, it looks like Moloch is the network connectivity component. I really need to catch back.
Oh, it's because they made it. Someone made a joke that the creature conference is a symbiotic organism and that it can't function without all of its parts.
Yeah. I think
Hey, we're streaming.
Something came from Purelator.
Oh, thank you.
I said, yeah, AG, I
Streaming?
think so it is, yes.
They can probably hear you.
But I have to say that
We literally have
probably
been messing
my
around for an
favorite
hour
song
with
is
this.
How Much Is the Fish?
Who's on is Brother Pink here?
No, but I've got Hydra here. You want to say hi?
Yeah.
Hi.
Oh man, she got so excited. Yo, close the door, bud. My Norn Queen just got really excited that you're here, buddy.
We can't hear him though.
No, you can't. He's not saying anything anyway. He laughed a bit when I think he heard you.
Well,
What?
I didn't know who was going to be the host. It's like,
No, the host is Flynn. Flynn Ham is
Hello.
hosting.
oh.
He's a nice British lad. He says hello.
Hello.
She can't hear you, unfortunately, because of my busted ass setup.
Big Stream can hear her as well.
Did you show them?
Everyone on
my
the internet
ideas?
can hear you. Yeah, and I also told them that you dropped the shit and almost broke it,
Hey.
and you lost your
you
privileges.
also dropped it.
You? Okay, so who dropped it now?
No, unfortunately, she can't hear you, Hydra. Let's just keep going.
I might not be able to hear people, but I can read the comments.
And still talk shit.
Yeah, did you show them my awesome ideas?
I showed them your awesome ideas. I posted it on Instagram.
For
Someone said it was
dominatrix?
like Pinky in the Brain.
That was pretty hilarious.
Okay, so what's everyone's thoughts on the head size? Am I allowed
Okay,
to?
what is everyone's thoughts on the head size of the dominatrix? The Norn Queen must know.
Am I allowed to ask for critiques?
Honestly, we are just getting started. We just figured out our technical difficulties, so maybe
Alright.
we should get working on stuff
All right.
and not chit-chatting.
Okay, well then I'll head out. I'm being ushered away.
Thanks for swinging by.
All right.
Goodbye.
Simon says bye.
Simon?
Bye.
Yes. Hydra says bye.
He's Hydra, right?
Flynn says bye. Yes, he's Hydra.
Hi.
What? You knew what? Oh my god. What the hell is my life? Okay, bye. God damn.
Loving husband.
He said loving husband. Can you bring me that apron?
No, you're.
Oh, come on,
away.
please.
No.
Oh, goddamn.
Unless you let me ask a question about the head.
Okay, come here.
But are you gonna let me ask?
Get over here. Come here. The problem is we only have one headphone that works.
Can I listen?
Oh, the
No.
funny thing is that
Oh.
if you want to
See, you
ask
need a better
questions
setup
about
then.
the head,
Come here.
What?
Mr. Big Head is not here.
Put that in your ear.
Okay.
I can no longer hear what the fuck's going on. Norn Queen's in charge.
Oh, excellent.
Okay,
Great.
so
Okay.
we've got this dominatrix, right? God, how am I gonna... I don't know if I can get far enough away to really show people. Oh, there we go. That'll work. So we got this dominatrix, right? And look at that head and like the size of the body. It's a
Hi,
big,
Peter.
beefy body.
He said hi.
Thanks. Hi, Peter.
He did say hi to you. It was me.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Okay, we've got a big, beefy body here. And we've got a little tiny head on the dominatrix. So it's a bit, like the neck is a bit narrow where it attaches to the head, but I'm going to expand. I'm going to increase the size of
It
that.
says only a bit.
Where's sculpting distance? Okay, so it's a little narrow where it attaches, but I'm gonna like put like a flare on the carapace on the back of the neck that like makes it join up more. But the Norn Queen was in here the other day. Nora, the Norn Queen, was in here the other day saying, "Oh, I think the head's too small." What do people think? Is the head too small?
Well, okay. Let's add some context here.
Go
you
for
haven't
it.
attached the tail piece.
Oh my god. Okay.
So I'm just kind of judging it from like a design, 3D spatial kind of balance perspective.
No Tyranid experience.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
she's living with you, right?
just aesthetics. Oh, I'm sorry. Say that again.
I said you're living with him, so you pick things up. Even my Norn Queen knows what a Carnifex is.
Ah, this is true. Yes. So I do. That's right. But I don't know like the full what's the word? The specificity of like what makes the dominatrix a dominatrix or whatnot. Anyways, I don't know if this head is what's typical to dominatrixes, but all I can say is the head's really, 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 really small.
It's
for the
not that
body.
small. This is what's typical to dominatrixes. Look at how small that head is.
Okay, but there needs to be more pieces that are
Armor plates?
armor plates.
I just told you I'm going to add armor plates here.
Did you show them the where's the one with the
I
two
think-
things?
You
The
missed
one
Norn
with the
Queen.
two things? You're going to have to give me a little more. What is the lictor over there on top?
Where are those armor plates?
Oh, you're
you
talking
wanted to
about-
be bulldozing shovels.
You're talking about the Death Daisy. One sec.
Charles agrees with me.
Don't agree with her, Charles. Charles is the one who's paying me to make this for him.
I don't know why Duodes says the head could be even smaller. That it'd just be
Thanks,
eyes.
Giannis. I agree.
Can I?
Yeah, but don't break things.
All
Be
right.
careful, you're wired.
Okay, I'm just gonna hold one piece. Well, I thought, okay, not this big, but something to just balance
Horns
it out.
of some kind coming out the
You-
side. Oh, and there goes the
I
head.
didn't do that.
You didn't do it this time. That's a little large, buddy.
This is really not showing what I'm trying to envision here. But anyways, what I'm trying to say is there needs to be a bit more balance, a little bit more happening in
I
this
see
area.
that like we've got like these kind of like goalposts here that like start creating the like cradle where the psychic dude's gonna hang out, and I see that like if there was something like poking up here, it could kind of mirror that poking upping structure. But I think that a lot of the issues with the head is going to be addressed when I like add an armor plate here that like connects it with the neck. I'm also going to add more neck in underneath because the neck is like not as big as the bottom jowl. I'm also going to add like mandibles here. So like that'll make the head look a little bigger too. So I think what I should do is I should join the head to the neck. I should add the mandibles, and then we should take a look at it and see what we think.
All right. Well, my critique.
Oh, look!
has
Peter
been
Hampson
shared.
says the head is the right size. He said horns and mandibles. I think what you're advocating for is horns.
Talking to the guys on the
Right?
internet?
Hydra, I can hear you because he has only one earbud.
That works.
So he that works. So he's talking to the internet, but I can actually hear what.
Remember
people
when
are
I
saying.
said duct tape and super glue was holding this whole thing together?
But look, I created a conversation, a discussion piece on the internet, so that's great.
I like that Charles says the neck to head does seem a tad small, and then 99 weeks. Ha ha! Laughing at me. Laughing at my pain.
Anywho, all right, I'll leave you to be. Hi, Hydra. Bye, Hydra.
What about Flynn?
Oh, hi, bye, Flynn.
Hello, bye bye.
Thank you.
Hi Blitz, I hope you enjoyed the little bit of the show you got to see.
Oh, Blitz missed the show. Too bad. Yeah, that's Jacob. Yeah. Jacob asked if you've come to finish killing the Dom because you dropped it. You dropped that piece of it earlier.
Hey! I didn't drop the dom.
She dropped the head, this part, because she was sticking it on my lictor body, and then
He made me feel really bad by saying that he
I had to explain to her that these
attached
teeth.
each of the teeth
Well, I did.
onto the gum line, and he had to shape the gum line. So yeah, I felt a little bad. But
So the situation here is that in this mouth of beautiful teeth, we have original teeth here, 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 here. Basically all the light gray ones. All the dark gray ones have been stolen from a bunch of different kits and like orthodontized into this mouth one by one. These big suckers here, they've all been added. So if someone were to drop this head and then trot on it, all of these teeth would be fucked and I'd have to put them all back in. As happened yesterday.
Okay, may I add my
Yes, please do.
My
Please save me
insight
from
to that.
myself.
or do you wish to continue on?
No, go for it.
Okay, so I think that Clara has a point. At
Yep.
the current, hang on, at the current state where this thing is right now, because when you look at it from the side, you would assume that the head really is a tad too small.
You see that from the side.
Yeah, you had it from on a side view in the beginning.
Yeah.
And I think that it really does look a little bit small, especially since the neck does this curve.
Yep.
So it I think reminds a little bit of some certain dinosaurs that
Yep.
have those curved thin necks, and that make them look.
Oh, Brontosaurus or something.
Yeah, or Apatosaurus or
Yeah.
Diplodocus, and that makes it in a current state look a little brittle.
Yeah.
But as I know where the design is going, and as you are working from the same sketch as I did with my dominatrix, and you want to add the mandibles, and you want to probably add this this shield thing on the neck
Yep.
that widens out to the left and right, and you want to add to the neck, so it maybe loses a bit of the shape it currently has, this rounded shape. I think you are on the right track. So I think there's nothing to discuss right now, because the dominatrix, well, the head is supposed to be the right head, right? So it's the steed's head, if you want.
It's a what?
The steed, like the horse.
Yeah, it's the horse's head. Because the dude on top is the real head.
Yeah, and I think that adds to. So you have, when you look, the top right design you're holding up right now.
Yep.
Those blade-like shields. That's what I did on my dominatrix.
I'm not sure that I'm going to do those, though. Actually, we can ask Charles. Charles, what do you think? because Charles and I talked about adding mandibles. So, Charles, do you feel better about mandibles, or do you feel better about these shields on the head, or like these like blades coming out of the head shield? Because I'm still on the like I'd still rather put like movable mandibles here that can chop in and out, because the head blades, though they would like kind of mirror the blades that are on the tail. This needs to be cleaned up still, but they would mirror the blades on the tail. But I would rather, I think, have like things that can chomp mandibles.
But you leave out option 3, which would be both, right?
Sorry? We could do both. Yeah, we could do both.
Yeah.
So, Charles, if you want that, we could do both. Actually, in this sketch down here, by an artist who must be incredibly talented and handsome. Not going to say who that is. May or may not be in the chat. In this sketch down here, there are mandibles and the head blades, which is kind of cool, actually. I think
that. I think that could give the head a lot of dimension.
Yeah.
You could mandibles go down and the shield blades go sideways, so you could really explore the three-dimensional aspect of the head.
Oh, I really like that. Yeah, because like the blades will be in line with the line of head carapace, but the mandibles would like come down. Oh, they're here too. I missed them. They'd come down on an angle.
Yep.
I like that.
Ooh. Charles does say, what about curved mandibles with the armor on them?
Curved mandibles with the armor on them. I don't get what you mean, man.
So I think it means like the mandibles come out from the mouth, but they've got armor plating on them as well.
Oh, like like the Trigon mandibles? Because if you look at a Trigon
but they
kit,
don't have like plating on them.
yeah, they do.
They do on the Morlock ones. Sorry.
Where the heck's my Trigon?
Yeah, it's the Morlock mouth. That's why I was thinking.
Right, Moloch. I just confuse them all. I've never actually built a full Trigon, so I just steal all the parts. One sec.
I wouldn't do that.
What? You wouldn't put armor plates on them? Tell me more.
I would because mandibles, they have this sharp end, this claw at the end.
Yes.
To shovel things into the mouth.
Yeah.
And the idea is that they are extruding only when in use, and when they're not in use, they somehow sink back into the head or close to the head.
Yeah.
Because this piece still has to think about being shot at.
Yep.
And give as little exposure as possible would make sense, especially when you have the head. Therefore, I would leave the. I had to. Well, Vermis is still in the chat, right?
Yeah, I think he's still there. He was talking about how handsome he is. I mean, how handsome the person who drew the sketch was.
Well, Vermis, I have to say, because I feel I have never done publicly and openly enough. I just freaking love this sketch, and I've looked at it for so long, and I've dreamt about it, and I have tried to soak in every detail of it to bring as much to my dominatrix as possible. And I cannot thank you enough for this drawing. Because for a good time of my life, it was the focus point of everything I was doing.
Aw, nice.
Okay, having said that, the design of these carapace blades, really gave me a puzzle, because on the top side it was clear what they were, but on the downside it was hard to figure out how they were supposed to work. Because they on the top it's carapace, what it's on the lower side just also carapace. That didn't really feel right in the beginning, but I tried to work around that, because all the carapaces have this certain curve to it, and the curve doesn't make sense on the lower side. But I'm not sure if you know what I'm getting at, but so don't.
Oh, you mean like on like the underside, like down underneath the blade?
Yeah, on the underside.
Okay.
But I really like those shields because they give, or those blades because they give really an extra to the head.
Yeah.
And I think your Norn is not right in criticizing the size of the head, because
not done.
I think having the small head emphasizes on the steed aspect. Like, this is not the main thing happening. The main thing is the big head in the back.
Yep. That's what I tried to say, that like he wasn't, like, the front head isn't the main event.
Yeah.
So Namo Isa Chico, who may or may not be Nora, I think the mandibles may create more balance with the long tail. Yeah, well, we're definitely doing mandibles.
She also likes Peter's suggestion of the lizard frill, which she said.
Oh, lizard frill?
Yeah, so it goes. Actually, you
Oh,
know what
I don't
would
like
be
that.
cool, an armored frill of chitin plates like those lizard frills.
No, I don't feel that.
No. Hilarious, but no. Charles also says, but I think in response to the mandibles, yeah, I like the Morlock, but more armor to protect the tendons.
Yeah, so we got some Moloch talons here, or mandibles here. One sec.
The Norn, or might be not Norn, goes, okay, fine, Hydra.
I think you're in trouble, Hydra.
What?
The Norn just said, okay, fine, Hydra. ...
Yay.
Okay, wait.
Side, Vermis is honestly touched by those kind words.
Aww. There you go.
Yeah.
Okay. So, we got a Moloch mandible here.
It took like 10 years, or more than 10 years, but finally.
Well, in your defense, Vermis was out of the world for a bit.
And I haven't been in the Tyranid world for quite a while as well.
So, okay. When I was picturing mandibles, I was picturing kind of like blades, like scissor blades or like talon blades. Not like this Moloch thing where it's got extra teeth on the inside of it.
Yeah.
And I don't really love this design. I'd rather go with like the blade design, like down on like an angle, more like this.
Yeah.
Because, like
It needs a
Hydra
joint.
noted. What?
It needs another joint. I think this Morlock Jesus was a design that was stopped short, because it makes me feel like the basic idea was that the maw was, or the mouth part was splitting in 6 parts instead of two.
Yeah.
So that each row of teeth would be one separate thing, and they just needed something to glue to the side of the head, and did this hybrid of those ideas. But what would have been really cool if the mouth would have split into 6 single rows of teeth.
So a bit like the horror specs, but instead for the Morlock, it goes all the way around and closes as one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, okay, so, Charles, you're talking about, like, having armor plating to protect, like, the tendons or whatever that, like, have this. What if I did something like, Vermis's head blades, but the head blades came down over where this... So the mandible would come down on an angle, kind of like this. Like, not up here, not straight out, but it would be down on an angle like this, so it could kind of like scissor in to the mouth on like an angle. And then what I would do is that I would have that head blade, this guy, the head blade, I would see how it like comes forward. So in Vermis's sketch, it starts further back, and the tip of the head blade kind of lines up with where that mandible connects into the head. I could have the head blade be a little bit further forward, so that the bulk of the blade here is actually like obscuring that part, so that there is armor from that kind of like comes in front of it, but it's not like a big chunky armor piece here, because I feel like that wouldn't look great. I think it would look better if there's an armor plate that kind of like curves around the face to kind of protect it from the. So in these armor plates, it's not really easy to see the angle on them. Well, in this one, you can kind of see that they're not exactly at a like 0-degree angle with the armor plates in the back. They kind of fold down a bit. So, how do I show this? Oh, crap. If you were to look at it... Oh god, I had a Scything Talon here somewhere. Why can a Tyranid player never find a Scything Talon when you need one? Okay.
I was thinking you could use the Trigon's mandibles, like the smaller ones on it, and then armor plate those ones up, because that has a bit of the extra movement joint on it.
I think they're too small. So, picture this as one of those head blades. Wait, that's a shitty example. Where's the one with the tip on it? Okay. Picture this as one of those head blades. Look, it's a giant head blade. It's a little too big for what we're trying. So, you could have a head blade that goes like this, which are more or less in line with that armor plate. Or you could have a head blade that like comes kind of like this. So it kind of comes down a bit on the side. It's going to be wider than this, clearly. But instead of being up like that, it's down like this. And then, how many fingers do I have? Oh, this is actually working. Where is that other bit? And then the mandible would be under here. So it's like protected. The tender parts of it are protected by the extra armor of the head blade, but it can still do its stuff like here. And then from the front, it would be more of an interesting collection of lines, because you'd have the head blade kind of following like the downward slope of that head plate, and then you'd have the mandible in underneath here, coming down on like a 45, I don't know, degree angle, something like that.
He says he likes it.
Bingo! I can stop trying to juggle all these pieces. Okay, with all this talk of the head, I feel like the next thing I should do is be gluing this friggin' head on.
No.
Why?
Don't do it. I glued the head on and it's giving me nightmare here.
So my situation is that once I start gluing things together, they work a lot faster. Because if I do them all separate, I agonize over what they're going to look like and how they're going to go together. And once they start going together, it starts to really gel for me, and then I can sculpt in this head, the armor rill at the back, and then I can start working on the blade pieces and the mandibles. I wasn't gluing it on because I was worried about like
spot.
What's that?
Lower one, ha ha ha. So Charles goes the second head blade spot, the lower one.
I don't know what that means.
Oh, I think it's when you put it in the head blade where you put it in the second time where you had it positioned, and the lower position on the mandible, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Correct me if I'm wrong, Charles.
Second head blade position on a slope was my initial thought. Okay, yeah, I think slope. I like that Burmis honestly says, looking at the head drawing, I kind of wondered what I was trying to do myself. Okay, Blitz. I'm going to say this once. Not everything in Warhammer is Halo.
Everything in Halo is Warhammer.
There you go. Warhammer had it first.
I have never played Halo. I have watched once a movie about it and didn't understand frack and left it.
You watched
that
a
way.
movie?
Yeah. I figured if it's a game and a whole franchise, but didn't stick to it. Oh, and
Yeah.
I apparently cannot find a streaming service that serves underwater currently.
Damn it.
in Germany. I would have to buy it. And,
Why don't you rent it? For
Yeah.
$5, it's definitely worth it.
Yeah.
Like,
And
our
I would
rentals...
rather buy the DVD.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. There's a use to owning things like you really own them.
Oh, I feel you. I have that with The Expanse. I own it on DVD.
Oh, did I tell you that I watched the last season?
No!
Oh Jesus, it was so good. It was
Season
so
5?
amazing.
Don't say too much. But-
Yeah, but it was so different than what I had expected. I was a little bit worried at the end of season 4.
Yeah?
Because I was, where is this going, and how is the story going to continue, and how is this all going to work somehow story-wise, and all the different genres that have been hit during the 5th season. That was epic.
Yeah. I was really happy with the 5th season. The 5th season is based on the 5th book, and a lot of people say that the 5th book is their favorite book. It was not
Okay.
my favorite book, but the 5th season was very good.
It was amazing.
Because I
It
like
was,
more of the
there's-
alien stuff, and there wasn't as much alien stuff in that season.
yeah, and it wasn't too bad. Normally I'm all in for more alien stuff, but
Yeah,
I didn't really miss it.
good.
Hello, Darth Bob.
Howdy, Darth Bob.
No one's going to spoil anything, Bob. It's just,
Bob, come on, get watching, buddy.
Hydra, did you say Underwater was the film you were trying to find?
yeah.
Yeah, it's on Amazon.
Yeah, in the UK.
In the
maybe.
UK. What
Well,
about Germany?
I searched Germany, but in the thing
Yeah,
it says,
But I cannot watch it without paying for it.
yeah,
Oh, that's annoying.
the downside. What? Can you get Amazon Prime free for like for a month by accidentally signing up? Like I managed to do at Christmas.
I have it, and I'm paying for it actually.
And you
have
still have to pay
for
more.
it.
Damn.
Say what?
You have to pay again for it.
No, I just pay once a year.
No, I think he means for underwater. You have Amazon Prime, but you have to pay more for underwater?
Yeah.
That's annoying. Amazon does do that to you. They'll show you a movie and they'll be like, "Hey, we got this movie if you subscribe to this additional thing." It's like they're trying to be a cable channel.
It's like you can accidentally sign up to their Prime service by clicking the wrong button, but you've got to go through 4 or 5 pages to unsubscribe from it.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Managed to do it twice around Christmas time each year, and then just got Amazon Prime Pro over the Christmas period for free.
I think they're starting to doubt that you're doing it by accident.
Oh, it is when you go pay by normal checkout, and then you go, "Congratulations for signing up for Amazon Prime,"
Oh wow. Okay.
because they put
But-
the button in the box for the signing up to be in the "Don't sign up."
Instead, I just started watching a very interesting series called Skyrojo. That's probably me butchering Spanish, but that's on Netflix. But it has nothing to do with aliens, but the other things I like.
Sorry. Just Fred Papon Crafting. Does Amazon try to sell you a new Primaris?
Jerks.
I just recently have seen some detail brushes that were advertising for you can paint all kinds of things with that. For example, nails and acrylic and paintings and miniatures, and there was a space marine picture.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Jacob Foster goes, I haven't watched Expanse since the last time we talked about it. I'm
Oh
powering
no.
through Evangelion though.
Oh, that's cool. Just a warning, Jacob, that once you get to episode 18 of Evangelion, it starts to go weird.
Oh no, not that Evangelion talk again.
Sorry. Actually, just today, who was it? I think it was Ironbeak posted this really cool 3D sculpted printed Tau Crisis suit by someone on Instagram, I think called Piper Creates. And I went to, I think it's she. I went to her profile, and well, I don't know who it is. I went to their profile, and they had a 3D printed kit for the Lance of Longinus from Evangelion, which is this really like badass. It's like a big spear. It's like a big. Oh shit! You know what? You know the new Satan they released, Void Dragon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know how he's got a spear with like a helix in it?
Yes.
Like his weapon has this like double helix kind of thing shape to it. Picture that, but instead of having a spear point on the end of it, it was like a pitchfork with like two points. Like the helix ends in 2 points. And that's this thing from Evangelion, which is like a really big deal if you watch the show. And she like printed like a full, or they printed a full 7-foot one. Like this massive long red helix spear. And man, I want to get that. Because I've got a Cloud Squall Buster Sword up on my wall, and I would love to have that big ass Lance of Longinus on the other. It's like a tuning fork, yeah. It's like a weaponized tuning fork. And it is inspired by the spear that pierced the side of Christ, because everything in Evangelion is about like doing weird things with Christian religion.
That's funny because I wonder how would you take an inspiration from that?
From what?
Because this is the spear that pierced the side of Christ. It's just one sentence in the Bible, and it's a typical Roman spear. So this is where any design aspect ends.
So this is where you need to watch Evangelion. Because, like, Evangelion, like, the Eva of it is like Adam and Eve. Eva.
Yeah.
So there's, like, this creature that they find on the Earth, and it's like this non-human but kind of weird humanoid giant creature, and they call it Adam. And then they use it to, like... Everyone who looks at pictures of Evangelion thinks that it's about battling robots, but the reality is that this is a spoiler, but you get it spoiled in the very first episode. Someone cracks some of the armor off one of the robots, and there's, like, flesh inside. And there's, like, a big, like, organic eye in there. So they use this weird organic creature that they found that they called Adam to build these weird organic things that are, like, cyborgs. Like android, I guess more like cyborgs. They're like organic on the inside, mechanical on the outside, and then they fight these monsters with these suits. So that's like the Adam and Eva, and then like, I don't know. There's all this Christian stuff in it. There's all this Christian imagery. It's basically if someone went into the Bible and read it and went, yo, this is the craziest sci-fi story I've ever heard, and then made an anime about it.
Yeah, and this is where I'm totally fine with everyone doing what he loves and stuff like that, but it feels like when someone says that this is inspired, the design is inspired by the spear that pierced Christ's side, I feel that where do you get that picture from?
It's not. Okay. The design is not.
The idea is that there's the spear, and that's where. Okay, now I get you.
So they're fighting these things called angels in the anime.
Yeah.
The angels are basically like kaiju. They're like big Godzilla kind of monster things that are like vaguely humanoid, but each one of them is different and strange. And there's only very few ways that you can kill them. And one reliable way to kill them is with this spear.
Okay.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Alright, I'll definitely need to get that moved higher up on my list.
It's dark. It's fucked up. The guy who made it he suffered from manic depressive episodes, and when he started making the series, he was on a manic binge, and by the end of the series, he had sunk into depression, and that's why things go weird after the 18th episode. There's only 24 episodes in the series. Some people say you don't have to watch the last 2 because they're unwatchable, and you should just watch the movie that they made instead. Because it kind of... Sorry?
Wikipedia says there's 26.
Oh, sorry. Okay, there's 20. I can't... Well, okay, so
You
they...
discount those last 2, there's only 21.
Well, oh god. It's so complicated because like the movies are like episodes kind of sometimes, maybe. It's all over the
Yeah.
place.
Because there were like 6.
I'd say up until episode 18 it's great. From episode 18 to 22 or 24 it's weird, and then from episode 24 to 26 or 22 to 26 it's virtually unwatchable. It's like that part in 2001 where he's like going to the Star Child, but even less visual and even more like weird textual stuff.
Just, I'm sure you know, but there's been a new
Yes.
film for it released this year.
Not better,
about-
even weirder.
That was released early this month.
Yeah, well, they've been releasing a series of them, so it's the 4th in the
Yeah.
reboot. They're basically doing like a reboot. But the reason that film took so long to come out is that this creator, who, you know, struggles with manic and depressive episodes, I think the story was that he like told them that they had to like... Okay, so I talked about this with Brother Pink on a different stream, because Brother Pink is like up on all this. I think he like said that like they had to like redo one of the movies like just as it was about to release, because it wasn't meeting his vision or something. Like, I don't know. The production has been kind of all over the map. But I maintain that Evangelion is one of the most interesting animes I've ever watched. And it's one of the most adult animes I've ever watched. It's one of the darkest animes I've ever watched. And it has really... I dig the whole, like, weird reading on Christianity. And, like, what if, like, the stories of Christianity weren't, like, a parable? What if they were, like, something else? I don't know. But there are things that are very frustrating about it. And honestly, I didn't understand the series when I watched it, and then I read the wiki, and I'm like, oh, that's what was going on in that one part that I couldn't understand. So it can be frustrating. It like resists definition sometimes, and I find that kind of good. Like the way that I find like H.P. Lovecraft stories resist definition. They leave enough room for your imagination to fill in stuff. So Evangelion does a bit of that sometimes, and it can be frustrating, and sometimes it's rewarding.
I think I found out why I'm so troubled with this.
Yeah.
Because it almost sounds like no, I'm talking about me right now, okay?
Yeah.
I would never go about and make a movie or anything that is loosely based on someone else's religion. So I have no idea about, for example, I roughly understand Hinduism.
Yes.
But I would never go about and say, well, I've read a bit about it, and here's this, and I'm naming this name and this name and this name, and taking everything.
Okay. So, have you ever heard of a story called Lord of Light? It's a science fiction story.
Nope.
It's a reading of, I believe it's Buddhism. It's a reading of Buddhism where, okay, if anyone in the comments has read Lord of Light and can describe this better than me, please do. Just say that, like, the Buddha came to, like, Earth, right? And enlightened a bunch of people. But the Buddha wasn't a god. The Buddha was, like, a very advanced, technologically, like, advanced entity. So, like, the things that the Buddha did looked like miracles, but it's that whole famous quotation that suitably advanced technology to the uninitiated will look like magic. So it's not... I wouldn't... Is the word apocryphal? I don't know what apocryphal means. Okay, I shouldn't use that word. I wouldn't describe Lord of Light as being like a dump on Buddhism or like a disrespectful view of it. It's just like a different kind of narrative, a science fiction narrative, I think it's by Roger Zelazny, who's like a super famous sci-fi author. It's a narrative that draws on like kind of the archetypes of Buddhism and kind of the characters of like the Buddhist story about like Buddha and the Enlightenment and all that. But it takes it in like a different direction, like a sci-fi direction. I wouldn't call Evangelion like a reading of Christianity. It's kind of like a science fiction narrative that uses names and like some Christian imagery, like a cross and like this weird spear thing, but it's very different.
And that's the point. That's the point I'm trying to get at. Is why not make up your own names?
I don't know.
Yeah. There's probably a reason to that, and I'm not deep enough into this to understand it. But
Well, maybe you should watch it to see like what we're talking about, and then make your own call.
I tried to watch episode 1 like 5 times,
Oh, okay.
and it never stuck.
Yeah.
I don't know. I will give it at some point another try. I think it. I don't know.
I'm not saying that Evangelion is for everyone, but it's like the most interesting I've found like kaiju giant battling robots narrative that I've seen.
Okay. Yeah.
What are people in the comments commenting on this?
So when we get, I had one and then it just knocked it off it. End of Evangelion is a horrific, monstrous masterpiece, though, says Peter. The last episodes 25 and 26 are great, but very weird because they ran out of money. Eva is a canon mess, but is our mess, says Darth Bob. I saw someone make a comment, I can't find it now, about if you liked Eva, you should watch. Oh, it was Devilman Crybaby. If you like the Evas.
I've never heard of Devilman Crybaby. Makes me think of Devil May Cry.
No, it's completely separate. I've seen it.
Yeah.
It's weird. It's very weird. Good, but weird. Like, basically this... without spoiling too much, this guy gets possessed by a devil and then shit goes sideways. You might have seen like clips or like gifs of it and stuff, but it's just weird.
Okay. I think one of the, like, okay, so caveat, any recommendation I ever give you, I will always lean into the darker shit. Like, not like super dark shit. I don't like super dark shit, but I like narratives with consequences. I guess that's a way to describe it.
Yeah,
I've never...
Good way to put it.
I've never come up with that description until right now, so I'm glad we figured that out. But, like, if everything's happy, shiny all the time, it doesn't feel like there's enough of a consequence. And, like, to me, Evangelion is definitely a narrative with consequences. Like, they have this... There's this existential threat, or, like, literal physical threat, in the form of these weird kaiju-like things called angels that are coming to destroy humanity. And you don't really understand why, but there's these guys who are like, hey, we can stop these things. We've created these big, look like battling seizure robots. But then they're like, okay, yeah, we've created these, but the catch is these can only be piloted by 14-year-old children. Because this event happened 14 years ago, and like these children are like attuned to them, blah, 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 blah. And in the very first episode, you basically watch the main character be forced into one of these weapons to battle to save the world by his father. And his father is basically like, suck it up, get in there, do this. Don't disappoint me. This needs to happen. And like, he doesn't really have a relationship with his father, and like, he just like came and like on his father's behest. And they're using these children to like quote unquote save the world, but like there's these dramatic psychological consequences of what they're experiencing. Like, it's not like Power Rangers where they're like, you know, oh, I'm a little bit nervous, and then I go into the thing and everything's great and I can save the world and I can kick ass. They like go into this thing, they don't know what they're doing, they like freak out, they get scared. In the first episode, the main character basically defeats the enemy out of rage. Like, out of like rage towards his father and like frustration with like not really knowing like what the hell's going on and fear. And I don't know, that just feels really real to me. and like I love that it's not. It's kind of like, oh, like for a couple of episodes, it's like, oh, we're fighting big kaiju, and then all of a sudden the enemies evolve and adapt, and they change, and like they're all of a sudden they're fighting an enemy that like doesn't have a physical form, and they got to like completely change all of their like behaviors, and like I don't know, man.
Okay.
There's like weird screamer killer moments in there where people just go berserk and they just like let their emotions run raw, and it's like violent and it's a little bit scary. Like it's not like you let your emotions run raw and now you're a superhero. It's like you let your emotions run raw and like, yeah, you killed that thing, but you got a little bit like inhuman there. And there's a lot of weird stuff. There's a lot of stuff going on in it. There's a lot of depth to it. And it's not always just fighting. Like there are whole episodes where people are just like talking and like walking around and like thinking and stuff, but it's got like a depth to it that I really appreciate, and like there's a darkness in there that it doesn't resist.
There might be one that you might enjoy, which is The Promised Neverland. I don't want to give too much away if you haven't seen it.
I've not.
But it's because if I say basically the plot of it, it gives it.
I don't need you to. That's fine.
Have you seen it or not?
I've not seen it, and I'm happy to take it on a recommendation without an explanation.
I say that all I'm gonna say there's dark bits to it, and then there's underlying tones from the first episode, so it keeps it going. And they've just finished the second season.
Okay.
And let's see if anyone else in the chat's got any other recommendations.
I was just so people were endorsing Devilman Crybaby.
Yeah.
What's his name? Bargaste. Was it Bargaste? Who was saying that he watched Ava, which was depressing, and then he watched Nadesco, which is not depressing. So that's a good balance there.
Hellsing as well would be a good one to watch.
Okay.
If you want to see the first thing, Hideki Anno directed, try watching Gunbuster.
Need to be off a bit.
Okay. Bargaste made a good recommendation for if anyone wants to picture the dominatrix laser beam, just look up on YouTube Evangelion Ramiel. Ramiel is one of the angels that they fight, the enemies, and it does this crazy particle beam attack that Bargaste is very right. Would be very much like what the dominatrix could muster.
Alright, Darth Bob's got some recommendations of Berserk. Definitely.
Everyone talks about Berserk.
I've seen some of the manga for it. That is gritty. It is dark and it is bloody. I've been wanting to watch it, but I want to like sit down, proper have time to just watch loads of it in one go.
Yeah.
1997. Never heard of that one.
1997. That's an anime.
Yeah. And
Oh.
none of the others. I've never heard of those ones.
Okay, so Bargaste, I don't think Lathian's still here, but Lathian earlier was recommending this Hellsing Abridged thing. What is this Hellsing? Everyone's talking. What is this Hellsing Abridged?
So, abridged anime is basically, in short. So you know how you've got dubbed anime,
Yeah.
where the words have changed from what the sub actually is, the translation is. That's because the anime companies go, you can't change any of the timing on the scene, any of the mouth movements, so they have to change the word, the dubbing of it to fit with the mouth movements.
Oh, I didn't think about that. I thought they just like translated it literally into English and did the audio for it.
No, so that's what the subs are, but the dubs they have to change it slightly and everything.
Oh shit. Okay, this is why you should never watch anything dubbed. Hydra watches stuff dubbed and it drives me crazy. Cuz like his English is clearly good enough, but I get it that like reading subtitles can be like draining, but I just watched Parasite, the Korean film that won the all the Academy Awards last year, and it was fantastic. And I would never dream of watching it dubbed because it was a Korean film, and like the acting, the audio, and like there's this German TV show that I'm obsessed with that apparently no one in Germany knows about called Dark. and it was super huge in North America. But when I told Simon about it, he was like, "What? Dark? I've never heard of it." And I've since had that experience with other German folks. But I would like, there's people in Canada who tell me they watch Dark dubbed in English. I'm like, you wasted your time, because like the German dubbing is so good, and like the emotion and like the way like characters' names are pronounced and like everything. So I'm a big fan of subs, and I would never tell someone, if you watch something dubbed, you're basically not watching the thing.
So for me, it's like I do watch a lot of dub ones because I normally have it on in the background or something when I'm doing something.
Yeah, that's the challenge. You can't do it while sculpting.
And then it's just for subs, it's like I can't. So I got into an anime a lot, and I watched it all the way through on being dubbed. And I was like, they didn't finish off dubbing it, so I was like, cool, just went over and just went through with the dub, and it was just like the sub. So it's, for me, it's like you've got to watch it either all the way through.
You can't.
You can't switch over. It's so hard to.
So when I first watched Evangelion, I had a DVD. I didn't know what the heck I was doing because I was still a noob. I wasn't a full-blown weeb yet. And I started watching it dubbed. And for the first 4 episodes, or maybe it was the first few episodes, they had really good voice talent. And then there was one episode where it just fell off a cliff. Like, where there's this character named Misato who's like she's like a 20-something, 30-something woman, and she's like a very powerful character, and she has like a lot of like strength and bearing and all that, and she sounded like badass for the first 4 episodes, and then from the 5th episode, she was just like a valley girl. Yeah. And I was like, what just happened?
They change voice actors and stuff. That stuff happens to it, and the voice actors move over to a different role or stop being with that company or whatever, and it's just...
But like mid-season, like it was...
Yeah, I've had it where they've changed between seasons, and you're just like, you don't sound the same anymore. What's going on?
Yeah.
Just it can drive you nuts, because with subs you get it there. But I'll just bring it back to the abridging bit.
Oh, sorry.
So with the abridging, I think it started with Team 4-Star on YouTube doing Dragon Ball Z abridged.
Oh, is that just to like cut out all the stupid shit you don't need to watch because Dragon Ball Z is full of filler?
Basically, yeah, they cut out all the stupid stuff. They will lengthen out some scenes, and they will dub it themselves, and would change the words. So they speed up stuff, cut it out. I think one of the best I have ever seen is Something Witty Entertainment, which did Sword Art Online, and they did the first season of Sword Art Online. I think they've nearly finished this second season. I haven't seen it for a bit because they're very slow on the updates and everything, but because of what they're doing with the anime, it's on a fine line of breaching copyright. So
okay,
it takes them a longer time to get them out and everything. But there's quite a few different ones that do it. But it's just Something Witty Entertainment is the one I just, as soon as it comes up, I'm just watching it straight away.
So, Van Helsing Abridged is one of these things?
Yes, Van Helsing Abridged is one of them.
Because Lathian was recommending that one.
Yeah. Because the Van Helsing episodes are about 40 minutes normally.
Yeah.
And they've shortened it down from, I can't remember how many episodes it is, I think it's just 3 or 4 abridged episodes. And they just speed along a lot of the stuff, cutting out stuff that's just not necessary.
Yeah.
So it's like, for example, if you sit down to watch One Piece, there's so many filler episodes. They will just cut the filler episodes out, and then cut out the filler within the own stories as well, and just shorten it all down.
Well, I've watched Dragon Ball Z religiously back in the day, and that is like a full episode of people just screaming and powering up. So I can understand the appeal of the abridged. Okay, hot tip that I thought I should mention. Don't put putty near super glue, especially when you're using a silicone brush, because you will get super glue on your silicone brush and it'll be ruined. So I was using a cheap one here, and I think I got some super glue on it. Not great. So if you're, like, I put super glue in here to attach the head, and I didn't think I was going to get near it, but I think I am getting near it now because I'm getting some weird texture. So better to use a metal tool, because then if you get any super glue on it, you can just scrape it right off, and it doesn't permanently damage your expensive silicone brush from Germany, so that Hydra has to send you a new one.
Yeah, one of the bits of the guy saying are abridged animes are parodies,
Oh, okay.
so they're not the actual. They're just short, cut it all down. They are parodies. That's why it's in the weird sort of copyright area.
Yeah. So it's like satire, and that's how it can
so
get
that's
around
what
copyright.
Some people say that there's something with the entertainment one, Sword Art Online, is actually better than the normal anime.
Oh wow.
Yeah, because it basically. Have you seen Sword Art Online just before?
No.
It's basically it's one of the first wave of the new isekai anime, or they get transported to another world.
Okay.
It's stuck in a game. They can't leave. They have to beat 100 floors of bosses, working their way all the way up to the top. And you follow this guy called Kirito, who basically becomes the Black Swordsman, works alone, blah blah blah. It follows him, but it's basically they just make him out to be a complete and utter arsehole.
Yeah.
Just like he's just out for himself, doesn't care about anyone, and it just makes it so funny. Whereas
So like they
the
changed his personality in the abridged version?
Yeah, they've changed his personality and it makes it work.
Oh, because in the actual one he's not like that.
Yeah.
Okay, this is annoying. What's going on in the comments?
People basically saying Sword Art Online it's not that bad to be better than it because it's bad.
Okay.
Good. Peter Hansen goes, if you want a good series, I recommend Giant Robo: The Day the Earth Stood Still. You can go in expecting a goofy robot saga. What you get is a grim exploration of science gone wrong.
Oh, that's neat.
Dragon Ball Z Abridged sort of managed to eventually create an actually superior experience. That actually reminds me, I think last year or in 2019, the guys behind Team 4 Star actually did a English dub of a anime. I can't remember the name of the anime of the life of me, and I don't know what it is, but it was actually like they were able to do it, and they got some actual famous voice actors as well to be in there. But I can't remember the anime itself, but I'm sure with a bit of Google foo, I'll be able to find it. Oh, that's just going to annoy me now. Because I had it on my list to watch and I completely forgot about it. Team 4.
Okay, this is annoying. So I've got this guy attached to his base because I needed to like attach his feet, but it's really annoying to like get around and sculpt with him attached to the base. So I'm sorry if this is a non-optimal angle, but I'm basically just filling in the connection point of the neck with epoxy fix-it because it's good for sticking stuff together and reinforcing it. Nothing too artful. And I'm going to go in after and put a layer of green stuff, probably green stuff and epoxy sculpt on this to do the details.
I'm just trying to find him now because that's going to annoy me.
Yay! What did I miss?
Talking about anime?
What?
Talking about anime?
Oh,
Kind of stuff you love?
yeah. don't get me wrong. I'm not.
No, I understand
Okay.
that there is. You're right that if they tried to do that kind of like if Evangelion had tried to do the same thing with like Islam, I don't know that it would have been as acceptable. But I think the way that I've kind of like rationalized it is that Christianity came to Japan late. Like they were always Christian missionaries who like tried to convert Japanese people, and there's that whole movie about, is it a Martin Scorsese movie about the missionaries who go to Japan and preach Christianity, and then like they're like tortured and it's like outlawed by the emperor and all that. So I feel like Christianity really made it into Japan after the Second World War, in that there's like a lot more people who like go to church, and like there's churches in Japan, and there's like Christian religious groups. But I think that it's very much a new thing, and I think that Evangelion was kind of, I don't know, I should probably read about how the creator of Evangelion got inspired. I just like, it's clear that it's inspired by Christian religion, and the way that I've always understood it is just that it was like this kind of new thing in Japan. And like if you go and you read like, is it called the Dogma or I don't know what, and you read about all this stuff, like, and you're not, it could be weird, like it could be like, whoa, what, this guy was on a cross and then there was like a spear in his side, and like
Yeah, that's right.
like if you had a cold read, if you were reading it yourself and you didn't have a priest there like guiding your learning, it might be a different experience.
Yeah, maybe.
Very much.
And like Christ giving his body for like the sins of like humanity, like I don't know, that could be some heavy stuff.
That eat me and you will be forever thing.
Yeah, like what about that? Here's my body, here's my blood, eat it. It's like I know it's parable or whatever, but taken a different way.
That's probably where my where my personal view on things kick in, and I'm always trying in class to tell people that there's a difference to to how Christianity is being seen and being received.
Yep.
I'm always, and I think that's a little bit what's putting me off, is that there's so many things that people claim to know about, Jesus and his time and the Bible and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
And most of the time, those people who claim to know all those things know nothing, know just shit.
Yeah.
And they are using those supposedly knowledge to their advantage, like, Jesus said this and this, and blah blah blah, and you have to do blah blah blah, and all that. And he said none of that. How often did I have the discussion about homosexuality in class?
Oh. Yeah, because for those who don't know, Hydra is a teacher of religion.
Yeah.
And by religion, you teach Christianity. Do you teach other religions?
Catholic. Say again?
You teach Catholic religion, or do you are you a teacher of?
I'm a Catholic religion teacher.
Okay, so you teach Christianity. You don't.
Yeah. And the problem is, or what? Not the problem, but for example, homosexuality. I just recently had the discussion with students. Most of the time, those come from Eastern parts of Europe that start those discussions, because the Western just don't care anymore, or just and so I had this discussion about homosexuality and how it's supposedly not natural.
Oh, but didn't the Pope just say that recently? Can't bless sinners?
Yes.
Sorry, I'm very much on the other side of this issue, so like I'm gonna give it to you straight.
And so there's the Pope, and then there's the Bible, and then there's science, Bible science, like people who actually on a scientific level work with the Bible and everything. And
Yeah.
so my problem is that if homosexuality would have been such an issue, would Jesus not have mentioned it?
Yeah.
Oh.
Like, wouldn't he commented on it? Like, if God sends his son to teach the people how to live and how to get happy ever after in the God's kingdom, would Jesus not have maybe dropped it like, so if you want to go to heaven, people just don't fuck anyone in the ass because God doesn't like that?
But he never comments.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there are actually two parts in the Bible that condemn homosexuality, and they are related to each other, and they make sense in their own way if you look at them from a proper angle. But that has nothing to do with our lives today.
Oh yeah, it's everything. I was actually went to a Catholic school, everything, and it's basically like a lot of things with Catholicism is you don't do it, and the weird bit was when they taught us in school. It was kind of with homosexuality. It's being homosexual is okay, but the act is wrong, is what they were trying to say, and it's just like
And
The
that-
acts
can't
of
have one
sex.
without the other.
Okay.
But yeah, they say the sex. Instead of saying sex, they say the act.
The act. Okay, gotcha.
But that's also a medieval tradition. You know that there are certain so-called church fathers who have had big impact on the lived belief and how people were interpreting certain aspects of the Bible.
Yeah.
And this that sex is a bad thing is from one of those dudes, and I would say that he never got really properly laid. Or that my old professors would probably kill me for that, but here I am. And the problem is that when you look at those, that's why I'm addressing it. When you look at this homosexuality thing.
Yeah.
There are two parts where it is mentioned that homosexuality is gruesome to God or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And the first one is in the Old Testament, and the second is in the letters written by Saint Peter to the young to the young Christian communities. There you go.
Okay.
And they ask him about, what's about this homosexuality thing, and he says, well, let's look into the Old Testament, and there clearly states that that's not good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. So he basically doesn't say anything about it. He just points out into the direction where people should look. And when you go back and read that part, it is pretty clear that homosexuality appears to be something evil, and and then the advanced and intellectual approach to any Bible text would be to analyze it, to look into who has written it, and there's a difference between one of the big differences between Christianity and Islam is that while in Islam the Quran is written by God himself and every single word is God's word,
Yeah.
it's common belief in Christian, at least in German Christian communities, that the Bible is God's words in human words, which make it flawable.
Yeah. Fallible.
Yeah, it doesn't make it perfect,
Yeah.
and therefore, mistakes happen. And so, it is allowed to analyze who has written what section of the Bible, and there's a whole scientific branch of when you study religion, you learn how they work and how to do that. And so what I'm doing is nothing forbidden. It's highly recommended, actually. And when you look at those parts that have those rules about homosexuality,
Yeah.
it becomes apparent that the circumstances under which those rules have been written or have been made make sense, because the communities living at that time were nomads. They were wandering from one oasis to another, and the only thing they had were their family. So kids were of grave importance. If you were unable to get children, would have grave effects on not on your single life, but also on your whole community.
Yeah.
Because there's no health insurance, there's nothing. The only thing that you have is are kids, right? Because when you are sick, they will care for you, and they will keep on walking the goats and the livestock from one oasis to another when you are old. And when you look at that situation, it becomes clear that someone who is not able to get children doesn't do his part. Cannot do. Oh, Jesus, I'm tired. I'm really sorry for this.
That's fine.
Doesn't do his part for the community, and therefore threatens the whole community. Okay.
Okay.
And from such a perspective, homosexuality threatens the whole community, because we are living in a situation where we have healthcare, and we can buy someone who's caring for the old ones, and you can choose to have kids or have no kids, or you can choose who to love or not to love or whatever, because there are so many of us living our individual lives. And that was not the situation for those people. They were not individuals, but they felt as a family, and they were not so easily split.
Thanks.
Including tea time.
Gotcha. Sorry. Thank you.
No.
I just got the high sign from the wife. So I think I have to go.
Yeah.
But I agree with you that, like, you can't take words that were supposedly written, or that were written 2,000 years ago, and because there's probably a lot of stuff in the Bible that we ignore, that we're like, that's clearly outdated. It's like the friggin', I don't know, I feel like people do this with, bringing it back to Warhammer, people do this with the whole, like, female Space Marines thing, where they talk about how, oh my god, all this history, all this lore, oh, Space Marines, they've always been man, look at all the books, and then you go, okay, here's like one of the first books ever written that has female Space Marines in it. Oh, well, that's not canon, that doesn't count. But these old books over here, they definitely count. Or like, these same passages, these different passages in that same book, I'll believe, but that one with the females in it, forget it. So I just, when you're talking about this, that's how I feel about how people like use old Christian religious texts to try and uphold their own worldview, which is if they don't like homosexuality. They cherry pick the parts they're going to believe and the parts they're not going to believe, and the parts that are canon and the parts that are not. And like, I guess that's any religion. So I'm not a very religious person, but when it comes to like spirituality, I tend to lean into things that are more open to interpretation and kind of center the worshiper as being part of creating what that faith is or what that religion is, rather than waiting for some fancy person to tell you what it is.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah. Like, one bit I notice is there's always stuff that's been translated wrong or something else, and it just goes down the rabbit hole. And back when everything happened, people didn't understand, couldn't read Latin, So it was one person translating it, and basically whatever he said went, and that's how everything went from there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Jacob Foster is commenting that there's all kinds of historical evidence for all kinds of stuff. He mentioned that, like in one case, if you wear more than one kind of fabric, you were sinning. Like, I don't know that part of the Bible, but
Yeah, that's true. Mixed
Yeah.
fibers was sinning.
yeah. So we ignore that part. How come we got to stick to the part that says that being gay is not cool?
Yeah. Or like there has been this this open letter which makes its round in religion teachers classes once in a while.
Yeah.
An open letter to this radio show in the US
Yeah.
where like someone was giving advice on how to live a good Christian life.
Yeah.
On the show, and there was this letter where all those things that you can do according to the book of Leviticus.
Okay.
It's the book of rules, and there are so many weird bullshit rules in there. For example, if you cut your male hair and trim your beard, you shall be stoned, because that's gruesome to God.
Oh my god. All right. I really need to go, or else I will have an angry Nora. But thank you, Simon, for explaining that. And thanks to everyone. Some people are dropping off. I see Juodas Varnas left. Atelier went to bed. But thanks for everyone persisting through the technical difficulties. I'll have to remember to remove 15 minutes from the front of this thing. But we made it work. Yay! Oh, and thanks you guys, Flynn and Hydra, for sticking with it through all this bullshit. Especially Hydra, because you had to like get your phone out and all that, but you made it work.
Thank you. You are very welcome. It was great fun after work.
Good. And thanks for all the feedback on the Dom and the head and all that stuff.
Yep.
Thanks for sticking to my approach to it, not Nora's. But I think we got a bit of Nora's in there with the head blades and stuff like that. I think we reached a settlement between the two.
Yeah, that's the best thing.
Exactly.
Sorry, Jacob, what you missed at the beginning was Discord just died on us. It was weird. Like, it just started killing our call, and also, like, Hydra's camera wasn't working great. So it's not anything you can fix, I think. But, yeah, I really gotta go. So, good night, friends. Thank you for joining the stream. Good night from
Good night.
from Dimmy the Dom. The Dom doesn't have a name. I don't know.
Donnie.
Dommy the Dom. Doomy the Dom. Doomy. Oh, no, that sounds like... Oh, that sounds bad. Doom why?
You have like 99 weeks. You have to do this.
I have to do it. Doomy! It's been 99 weeks! Doomy! Get it done! Alright, I think that's a good place. That's a good place. A good Doomy and Gloomy. That's a good place to end. Thank you all so much. Thank you, Paplin Crafting, Jacob Foster, Symbio Joe, everyone else who's still in the chat. I don't know who else is there. Glad you could all join us. Also, I just want to plug it right now. Me and Nick Tregadigio, Necron Nick, we might be doing a special stream on Sunday. However, it's dependent on me getting the Dark Eldar Codex tomorrow. So if I get the Dark Eldar Codex tomorrow, there will be a stream on Sunday. I'll schedule it in YouTube, so make sure you're following me on YouTube. And please, subscribe on YouTube, and please like this video, because that helps. And yeah, on Sunday we might be reviewing the Dark Eldar Codex while also looking at the Xenology book. So if you don't want any spoilers... Yep, new Dark Eldar Codex and new Liber Xenologist book about like all the Xenos races. So we want to go over those on Sunday, but I need to get the book, and Games Workshop hasn't been reliable on that. So if I get the book tomorrow, I'll schedule it. So watch out on YouTube, and I'll also post on Twitter and Instagram about it.
I'm living under a rock.
It's fine. You can watch the video and learn everything you need to know.
Good.
Okay, I brought the rider in to say goodbye. Goodbye, everybody. And now she hits you with the warp blast.